Hello guys, welcome to another YouTube video. I'm Nikal. In today's video I'm going to talk about sowing seeds and what are the different medium in which you can sow your seeds. The best medium that I choose to use is a mixture of perlite, coir and compost, and I just have it over there. It's really a potting mix commercially available that I bought at the store, and that's what I use to start my seeds, and I'm going to tell you why. Alright, so for this bottle now I'm going to show you how I prepare this one. As I said, I use these bottles, what is it, 1.3 gallon 5 liter bottles to sow my seedlings. I just use them practically as a seedling tray. Well, not really a tray, but like a little container to grow the seedlings. So as you can see, this is the size with the label. I am going to turn this down. So I want this to be the top. So I'm just going to find the midway and I'm going to cut right through it. And you can do this at home as well. You want a very sharp knife. This is how you want to do it. This is where I'm gonna put the potting mix. So I have to punch some holes in it. Punch some holes so that you have good drainage. And then I'm going to fill this up with the potting mixture, and then as soon as I sow the seed, I just cover it. So that is why I leave this mechanism on it like that, because as soon as I sow it, I'm just going to cover it, and I put an elastic band right around it just to keep it closed. Reason for this will create a microclimate inside, and it will keep the moisture locked in, and when the seedlings start to germinate, they also will be in an area that is very cool and, you know, comfortable instead of just open like that. So that is why I use this container. I'm just going to fill it up now with the potting mixture. As I said, always wet the potting mixture before you put it in, right? But in this case I can always put it in and then I wet it because I have easy access to it. So I'm just going to fill it up. I want to fill it all the way up. Then now I can add the water, and then after I sow the seed, I just lock it up, put it away, and when the seedlings germinate, I don't have to do anything at all to it. You don't have to worry because some amount of air will pass through the side right here, but just to be sure that my seedlings are breathing, I'm just going to put one hole at the top. Don't want to put a lot of holes at the top because you don't want to defeat the purpose, right? You don't want a lot of water loss. So I'm just gonna put one hole at the top for the seedlings to breathe, because you know that they need oxygen. Plant need oxygen for respiration, just like us. They have to breathe like us. All right. So all right, everyone. Now we're here with the potting mix in the container, which is moist. So we're going to sow the seeds now. And big up my virgin, Mr. Foster. You know, I'm a teacher virgin. I him give me the seeds. So I actually get them in a piece of foil like this, and me and Johnny try to, you know, sort out this is because we have different seeds, and we just mix them up in. So we were trying to sort out the seeds, and then it just spill over and everything thrown on the ground. So we had a long time taking them up because these seeds are very, very fine, very, very fine. So we have some lettuce, and we're going to sow the lettuce. We already placed some of the lettuce seeds inside here, but I'm just going to show you how we do it. Just broadcast it. We're not going to actually do a row placement, we're just going to just broadcast them. So you want to put them, you know, just even. Don't have to painstakingly do this, you know, but you also want to get a general space between the seeds so that when they germinate they don't cluster up. because when you have them spaced out like that, they grow much better. So as I said, these are lettuce, and it's a variety of romaine lettuce and iceberg. So you know what they say, iceberg is the king of lettuce. That's what some people say. So it's iceberg and another variety. I think it's a romaine variety. So put everything in this. So everything is sown now. So all I'm gonna do now is just to cover the seeds. Just cover it. Don't want to put it too thick, because if you apply this layer too thick, then the seedlings are going to take a very long time to reach up to the surface, and by that time they may just run out of energy and just die. So you want to give it a light cover, and at the same time you want to put it deep enough so that they can have a very good established root system. I'm just going to pat it down gently, and then I'm going to apply some more water just to lock in the seeds so that they make contact with the soil, with the potting mix, so that they germinate faster. So I'm going to put another coat of water on it, and when you're watering this now, you want to ensure that you don't use something like this to pour on it. Don't pour on it. You want something to apply the water like in a mist, just to mist it on. I have a bottle here, I don't know where. Alright, so I have a little bottle here that I just punch some holes through the top. If you have a handheld sprayer, you can just put the water in the sprayer and apply the water. Right, so I just do it like that so that it don't come out with a force to sink the seeds. I don't want to sink it. And when they germinate, this is the same device that you're going to use to apply water or to apply any liquid fertilizer that you're going to feed them. And that's another thing that I want to talk to you about. You have to feed them as soon as they germinate, because this medium does not contain a lot of nutrients, just a small amount. So you have to feed them with a liquid fertilizer as soon as they germinate. When they germinate, because you're going to cover it like this, when they germinate and if they are growing up, and if they are eating on the top of this, all you have to do is just open it at that time so they can have space to grow. Alright, so the next step now is to just label this, because especially if you're doing more than one of these, you want to label to ensure that you know which seeds you actually plant in which container. So the next thing is to just get a marker and write on it, put the name of the plant, just label it and the date when you do it, so you can know when it germinates. Get an elastic band now, and this is when you cover it. This is where you do the cover. And that is where I was telling you that these little space, these little holes, you will get some amount of oxygen here going through, so you don't have to worry. Just want to put this somewhere cool and allow it to germinate. Then that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 7 days after I've sown the seeds, and I'm just going to go over and show you guys how the seedlings are doing. 7 days. Sown them on the 16th, and today is the 23rd. So before I go over, this is just a little concept that I'm developing right here. So I have some sweet peppers and some tomatoes growing in pots, and these are the corn. These are the sweet corn. I'm going to transplant these later out in the garden bed. And these are some watermelon. You can see these two. See how they're leggy? Because what happened is that I placed the container in a shaded area, and then I didn't realize that they germinated, and then they just grow this leggy. But these two are perfect. I'm gonna still try with these, you know, and see if I can get them back. But I'm gonna transplant these watermelon out in the garden bed. I'm not going to allow them to grow in pots because watermelon wouldn't do so well in the pot. So I'm going to transplant these. And this is the little system that I developed to plant. This is the system that I developed to grow my cucumber on. So a little, so old grill, just put them together, and I place the cucumbers right below here. And then what happened now, as the cucumber grow, they will run up, the vine will run up on this as a support system. So that is why I'm doing this, and I'm actually keeping themselves cool, the root system cool while doing that, because the vines will be up, create a shade for the root system. So this is my little trellis system, or it's a trellis. This is my little trellis system for my cucumbers. And as I said, these cucumbers were planted, they were sown rather. Could I say I planted? They were planted 7 days ago. This is how they look. 7 days ago. And they are looking good. So I can't wait to see them running up on this, so I can make another video for you guys to see. That's the garden over there. Plants are doing extremely well. Let me just show you the ginger. These are the ginger that I grow from single bud, and they are doing very well. Look at this. Look at them. Looking good. So let me show you what you guys wanted to see. This is this. The seedlings that I grow in this container, in the water bottle container. I mean, look at them. Look at them, ladies and gentlemen. See them? They're a little leggy, but nevertheless they're looking up. They're looking good. We have a few scallion and Swiss chard growing in this container here. As I said, when I finish, I just cover it down like that. Creates a microclimate, right? And they are looking very, very good. Have them out in the sun, and still the container is moist, right? And I haven't watered this maybe in a day. So this just goes to show you that this work. You know, you can repurpose your old water bottle containers, and you can do this at home. See, I don't sow a lot in there because I don't want them to get leggy. All right, see them looking leggy like this is because I had some lights in the backyard. I have to turn off the lights because they were growing towards the light, and trust me, I have a problem, a big problem with this. So I have to actually turn off all the lights in my yard just to get these to look like this. So if you have your nursery, please, and if you don't have overhead light, you're going to have a problem with that. But they are looking good. These now are the beetroot. You can see it. These are the beetroot. Looking very well. As I said, container close. Over here now. As I said, this is 7 days. 7 days after. These are some lettuce. We have iceberg and romaine. I think it's romaine, yeah. But I know it's iceberg though. I got these seeds from Mr. Foster, big up yourself, Mr. Foster. So they are looking very good. You know. As I said, they are out in the yard. Just like that. They are doing well. So guys, this is a very good system that you can use to grow your seedlings. 7 days, and trust me, in another 7 days, another 7 to 10 days, maybe I can transplant these, right? They are growing so fast, so maybe I can transplant them in another week or two, right? So as I said, the garden is looking up. The The cucumbers are coming on, the watermelons are coming on. I'm gonna transplant these 2 corn. I planted 6 seeds, but only 2 germinated, so you know these seeds weren't that viable, the corn. But I'm going to get some more seeds. But these seeds were given to me, as I said, by Mr. Foster, my virgin, so I have to plant them. Alright, so I want to see what these are going to come like. So I'm going to plant them out in the garden this evening. I'm going to transplant them, alright, because I don't really like how they look inside this container, but they're okay. They are okay, and I have to try with them and baby them. These are looking good. As I said, the seedlings over here are looking extremely good. I'm going to start feed these now lightly with a little 20-20-20. So when I'm watering them now, I'm going to give them a little fertilizer just to give them a little boost, because this medium that I use don't really have any nutrients. So I'm going to start to give them a little food. Right, they look good. They look good. They are looking good, you know. And I'll just show you something up here. Like a garden bed, you know. I put the corns them over there, as I told you. Sow some callaloo seeds, and they're germinating right here. So I have some callaloo seeds. Maybe you can't see them because they are very small. The seedlings are coming up. The sweet pepper is looking well. The pomegranate, pineapple, everything is. I use a piece of board to, you know, create a little barrier. So I need some more topsoil now to put over there. Some compost or fertilizer, manure rather, so that I can improve the soil fertility. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Said the seedlings are doing extremely well, and I can't wait to transplant them. Oh, and I must show you that this area over here is the project area. This is a pile of rubble that came to my bathroom because I did a refurbishing of the bathroom, and I just turned it in a little mound like. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, when I finish, I'm not going to give away everything, but trust me, just remember this area. Just remember this area, and you're going to see my son tie box that Thomas train that come off. So I'm just put it in the background because the tie box mash up. But when you see this area, you're going to be amazed to see how I'm going to transform this mound into something very, very beautiful, because I don't have anywhere to throw these rubble. I may have to pay somebody to come and take it up. I don't have the money like that, you know. So I said, why just have it as a sore eye in the yard, you know, and just don't, you know, do something to it that I, you know, can be proud of, and it looks good. So I'm going to transform this area. Trust me, when you see it again, you're not going to believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, remember to like the video, remember to share the video, remember to comment. Tell me if you want to try this. Tell me if it's something that you find interesting and you want to do it. For home and garden fix and tricks, I'm Nicole. Peace.